All right, good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday night on Atlanta News First Plus. Just stepped outside to get dinner, and it's feeling kind of cold, which is nice. It finally is starting to feel a little bit more like fall and like November. So, First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin will have an update on the week ahead in just a couple of minutes. But first, we're going to go through some of today's headlines across Atlanta, including a series of shootings. It's been somewhat of a violent couple of days here in Atlanta. We'll pull up some video.
And again, your first alert forecast is going to be a nice one out there heading deeper into the evening. It is a little bit on the chilly side, as Chelsea mentioned, but hey, it was a gorgeous day across Metro Atlanta. I want to thank you for tuning in and for watching, continuing to stream this edition as I clear the frog out of my throat of Atlanta News First. Plus, and again, we'll continue to keep you updated. I want to remind you as we go through the stream, you can reach out to us on YouTube. Atlanta News First is the account that we are streaming on right now. Also, you can text us, 470-777-WANF. That's 9263. Let's go ahead and get to the numbers outside right now. It is cool, as Chelsea mentioned, though outside of the city of Atlanta, that is where the real cool condition is. You get inside the perimeter, and it is just a little bit warmer out there with temperatures closer to 60. Meanwhile, the rest of us, everyone else, is in the upper 40s and the 50s. Jacket worthy for sure, no doubt about it. Again, thank you for tuning in and for watching. I am First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin. If maybe you catch this stream even after the live portion is over and you're watching the playback, because it will live forever on YouTube, I want to remind you that you can always reach out to me on social media. Just search Cutter Martin, or Atlanta News First, Cutter Martin, and I will be there. And not just myself, but the entire First Alert Weather team, always, of course, monitoring social media, keeping you updated, and answering questions as they come in. Getting to the forecast, out the door tomorrow morning, no major issues. Could be a little bit of patchy fog, but again, no concerns really. I don't think there are going to be any major impacts to the morning commute. Again, patchy fog, maybe some areas of fog. Could be patchy areas of dense fog, but I don't think it's the type of fog event that's really going to slow you down much out the door in the morning, so don't anticipate too many issues. As temperatures quickly cool off again, we're getting closer, that temperature to the dew point, and the closer those numbers are and the right kind of setup, like tonight with very little in the way of wind, you can get that fog developing. So low temperature tonight in Atlanta, we're going 50. We've been in the mid-40s the past 2 mornings, a little jump up. We had a warmer afternoon this afternoon. But outside of the city, going to be one of those weird mornings where you get in town, especially midtown, downtown, back towards Hartsfield-Jackson, where it feels a little bit warmer. And then you get over to Athens, 41, Eatonton, 42, 38 in Carrollton, 39 in Ellijay. It's much chillier there. You may still want the winter coats if you're outside of I-285, outside of the core of the city. Don't need the winter coat all day long, though. We're going to warm it up pretty significantly and pretty quickly in the forecast on our Monday. Back above average yet again, third day in a row with above average temperatures, as nice and fall-like as this weekend has felt, and as chilly as some of our mornings have been, afternoons have recovered nicely. In fact, bouncing to the other end of the spectrum and warmer than average. We should be in the mid-60s this time of year. We were in the 70s yesterday. We were in the 70s today as well, and we will be in the 70s tomorrow. Pleasant Monday afternoon, though. High temperature in Atlanta, 74. 72 Ellijay, 76 down in Eatonton, 75 LaGrange, the same in Rome. Some spots in here, 76, 77 degrees. Could be a few upper 70s out there, especially down in Butts County, maybe Meriwether County, Lamar County, closer into the Putnam County area, Greene County, kind of south and east of the city of Atlanta. Also watching Floyd County, typically Rome, one of our warmer spots, and tomorrow very well maybe the same. Again, if you're just now tuning in to the, heading into the 9th minute of this stream, if you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out on YouTube. Atlanta News First is the account that we're streaming on. You can also text us, 470-777 WANF. That's 9263. All right, I want to go ahead and jump into the active portion of the forecast here, hour by hour. 8 p.m. Sunday, so starting now. Forecast model doing a decent job, maybe just a little too warm in the city of Atlanta, but not far off. Temperatures are still in the lower 60s in Atlanta. Out the door tomorrow morning, 6, 7 a.m. Again, could be a little bit of patchy fog outside of that. It's a mix of sun and just some wispy high clouds. Again, a nice start to the day, and if anything, those clouds are just going to enhance our sunrise. No rain or anything like that. It's a nice start to the day. Temperatures 40s, 50s for the most part. As mentioned, though, a couple spots could briefly fall into the upper 30s. Noon, lunchtime Monday, if you're playing hooky, eat outside, or maybe just take an extra, 15, 20 minutes. If you're lucky enough to get a formal lunch break, take that extra few minutes and eat outside. Bring the lunch, sit outside. It's going to be an absolute stunner with lunchtime numbers in the upper 60s to right around 70, maybe a little cooler, mid-60s up in the mountains and west of the city of Atlanta. Dry for the lunch hour, lots of sunshine. Clouds do start to increase and thicken up as we get into Monday night, 9, 10, 11 p.m. After you're already home, at least most of us, with not much in the way of any issues out there. However, we are going to start to see rain move in on our first alert weather day Tuesday. As early as, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, we are going to start to see some shower activity move in. A forecast model is kind of consistent with that idea. As early as, just before the morning commute, we could have some more substantial rain building back into metro Atlanta, hence why Tuesday is a first alert weather day. This particular forecast model is one of the driest that we have, and even this model is showing quite a bit of widespread rain. May end up being light rain, and maybe the steadiest is south of I-20, but let's bring that clock back forward to Tuesday. Here we are at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., we're in the mid-upper 50s, some near 60, so warmer than the past few mornings by the time we get to Tuesday morning, with widespread rain building in. 6 a.m. already potentially dealing with some wet roads across the core of the metro, with rain, again, most steady south of I-20. We can kind of draw this out here. Again, highlighting I-20 there. Notice how the yellows and the reds, really just south of Jonesboro, south of Covington, in LaGrange, Troup County, Meriwether County, Upson County, Butts County, on up into Eatonton, Putnam County areas. And then the further north you go, North Metro, Rome, north of Marietta, Cartersville included, Calhoun, Blairsville, Dawsonville, getting up into the North Georgia mountains. Rain is still spotty 9 o'clock Tuesday morning, and this particular forecast model is kind of hinting at the idea that rain may be spotty North Metro on up into the North Georgia mountains, while south of I-20 it's raining consistently pretty much all day. Even this model, though, does bring a little bit of light rain up into the mountains of North Metro, kind of spotty, light, drizzly sort of rain. Perhaps at dinner time or an early nighttime hour break Tuesday. I think we will see some more showers though develop as we get closer into the overnight hours. That true middle of the night span, midnight, 1, 2 a.m. Forecast model indicating that right here. And that final round will be moving out Wednesday morning. So all that goes to say that there is still some uncertainty with the specifics of our Tuesday forecast, exactly how much rain in any particular neighborhood, but we're following trends. And the trend has been for rain looking like it's going to start earlier in the day Tuesday, perhaps even the morning commute a little damp. And it also looks like the further south you go, the more likely you are to be dealing with rain that is persistent, that constant sort of rain, very few breaks. Further north you go, the more likely rain is to remain very, very light, and maybe you'll have more breaks, and maybe rain will just remain spotty and kind of sprinkly. But we're going to be fine-tuning that forecast over the next 24, 36 hours. If you have the outdoor plans, Tuesday, hence the first alert weather day, have the plan B, and maybe plan some extra minutes into the morning and the evening commute, because we could be dealing with some wet roadways. Of course, confidence will be increasing over the next 24 hours, how far north that shield of steady, constant rain gets. But I think pretty much everybody going to be dealing with at least a little bit of gloom. And then we get a break on Wednesday, rain clearing out early in the morning. I think the Wednesday morning commute, so could be a few damp roads out there, maybe some sprinkles, but in general improving. Nice Wednesday afternoon. So first front brings the rain Tuesday. Second front looks to bring much chillier weather back to the first alert forecast. Wednesday will be breezy and mild, and then cold and breezy Thursday morning. Just giving you that first alert weather day, letting you know Thursday is kind of the first day. Thursday morning, we're going to want to switch up the wardrobe. You and your students, your kiddos, whoever you're responsible for will need their winter wear, most likely as we get into Thursday. 43 out the door Thursday morning. That's in the city. So colder than that outlying, and we're all going to be dealing with a pretty gusty breeze Thursday morning. So that 43 is the actual temperature. Again, some will actually be in the 30s, but you factor in the wind, the breeze, and it will feel, even in the city of Atlanta, like it's in the 30s, and some will feel like it is in the 20s. Afternoon's chilly as well, despite the sunshine, low to mid-50s. Keeping the forecast cool into the weekend. Right now, dry, though. It does look like clouds will increase as we get into Saturday and Sunday. Sunday back in the 60s. Want to remind you, we're getting into a pretty active pattern here. We're going to have a front every 5, 6, 7 days or so. And already looks like our next front could approach kind of by the tail end of the 10-day forecast. And you can get that 10-day forecast at any time at atlantanewsfirst.com. That's one place. You're looking at the website right now. Click on First Alert Weather up at the top. All you have to do is scroll down, and you will notice here you have the hourly forecast 3-day, and I would click on 10-day. And notice how we do warm up back into the mid to upper 60s, but the rain chance starts to creep back in as we get to the next Tuesday night, and that could be when the next front arrives in the first alert forecast, meaning mid to late next week, maybe just after Thanksgiving. Black Friday shopping and beyond could trend colder once again. So something we're going to be watching here for you, keeping you updated. About to record another video and put it here in the First Alert Weather app in case you want that additional update. Coming into the ANF Plus stream just a little late, you can get it there. We will also be live on Peachtree TV, Atlanta CW affiliate, at 10 p.m. with Chelsea Vimefort, and then back on WANF at 11 p.m. with that final check of the First Alert forecast. So you can wake up with the morning team. First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey, Rodney Harris, Courtney Jacobazzi, starting at 4:30 in the morning. Thanks for tuning in and for watching. If you need another reminder, First Alert Weather Day Tuesday. Rain could impact some of those plans, and First Alert Weather Day Thursday. Sharply colder weather settling back into North Georgia to end the work week.